Hello and welcome back to Let's Play UnderRail Expedition with me, BringItDon. Alright, so we're going to explore down here before we head back up top. The Marian Philharmonic Pamphlet. Among other things, they were scheduled to perform first and second movement of Ryluk's Infinite Descent. Study this up to 3 times. Shotgun Shells Blueprint. Security Console. Lumco LC-387. You do not have permission to use this console. Minimum clearance level required is C3. Gain access to the security console. Welcome guest. Arch Keep Defense System status. Automated defenses. Active Naga protectors NA. Active auto turrets 0. Active auto artillery units 0. Protective energy dome offline. Alright, auto turret defense system. Auto turret defense system status offline. Enable auto turret defense system. Enabling. D5 none, D6 none, E5. I think this is where we fought the that first invasion force from the natives. Then E6 no auto turrets. Loading CIDFF profile and performing what's that? Aerial scan. Warning. Detected targets do not match the CIDFF profile category definition, Lemurian security. Designate as foes or update category definition. Update category definition. This process will be performed automatically. Collecting data, done. Processing, done. Updating definition, done. Activating, done. Auto turret activation procedure completed. Auto turret defense system status online. Nice, so we have 2 auto turrets. Contact active security supervisor. No active security supervisors detected. There may be temporary communication problems preventing this. Please try again later. Okay, cool. Come in, Brondon. Come in. Any new discoveries? Right now, we have a very good idea about how the population lived. Tell me about their way of life. Most of the population resided in a place called the Citadel of Life, which was this immense and beautiful complex of structures built in the cliffs overlooking the bay south of here, where the pirates are now. It was comprised of various sections: residential, shopping, entertainment, theaters, concert, and holographic halls. They lived there in great comfort and enjoyed the highest forms of artistic and cultural enlightenment, while they worked in the facilities scattered across the Black Sea, which, to be perfectly honest, were hardly void of these luxuries themselves. But the Citadel was vulnerable, the most vulnerable complex in the Black Sea, and was absolutely demolished during the attack. You can perhaps see it from here, those southeastern cliffs. They're fractured and riddled with craters. He bows and shakes his head. Biocore ships fired mercilessly until every section of the Citadel collapsed into the water. Goodness me, they spared nothing. But speaking of vulnerabilities, there is one major flaw, if you will, that most facilities share, and that is the existence of ventilation systems. You see, the NFT had means of maintaining proper internal atmosphere without the use of ventilation shafts. Oxygen generators provided breathable air by using either liquid or solid fuel. Carbon dioxide was absorbed by scrubbers. Excess carbon monoxide and hydrogen from the oxygen generation was passed through heated catalysts, etc. You get the picture. The facilities had everything they needed to function in complete isolation. The ventilation system, however, seems to have existed in case of fires and other kinds of large-scale air contamination. Whether it was necessary or not is something I'd not go into. But what it did, ironically, as we've all seen upon our descent into the Arch Island Keep, was that it also allowed Biocore to use their own contaminants against them. Okay. Interesting. Some of the bones show signs of extreme deformity. There are bullet holes in his uniform as well. His face has been smashed in completely, and his uniform has been torn to shreds. Deep seawater globe. If you look carefully, you can see some sort of underwater base on the bottom. Oh, some XP. The screen is completely glitched out. Lumco LC-387. Welcome, P. Bridges. Dispatcher Terminal, Arch Island Keep. Unable to connect to LIN, only local data is available. View dispatcher logs. No connection. Only local and most recent logs available. Dispatcher logs, Arch Island Keep, LE 1610-122. So let's see. We've been to B7. E6 we're familiar with. L5, K7 are new. H7 is new and K11 is new. Import coordinates to your NCD. Obtain core stocking coordinates for listed locations. No coordinates available. Okay. There are 3 exit holes in the back of his severely enlarged skull. Both of his legs are missing. Okay, that's one way to take care of it, I guess. He shot himself in the head with his rifle. There are skull fragments all around him. He was shot in the head from behind. One of his arms is about 1.5 times longer than the other. Let's head up top. Oh. Nope, can't go down any further. Alright, well, that was fun. Got a couple of XP. Don't touch any of the relics, please. They're very old and fragile. Must be Italian. I think mad if I take that coffee. University of Dis, Jeremy Seeger. Black Sea, recovered NPC data. Palmer George, Arch Island Keep. Dear Father. Oh wait, we've already read this. Never mind. Alright, so let's go down and check out the thingamajig. See if those auto turrets are up. They should be down here on the beach. I'm assuming this is where we're gonna fight every time. Oh, the plasma turrets. Or okay, cool. So I wonder, I guess if they get destroyed, they're destroyed for good. So it also tells me that I can get Naga protectors and something else. Alright, before we continue... Oh, oops. I also loaded the wrong one. Load this autosave, and then we'll, Alright. Don't know why it's like, oh, I'm just gonna walk up and grab this, haha. It'll be okay. Alright, so... Does it tell me what it can hold? Maybe it doesn't have a limit. Alright, regardless, we're gonna head towards this. I'm gonna try and get out of here. And go towards Camp Hathor to get that other feat. Because why not? And to me, it's called... Well, someone has told me it was called Jousting, so I'm assuming that it's only relevant to spears. BringItDon? Oldfield speaking. Over. I hear you loud and clear, Professor. Over. Excellent. I have work for you. I've been looking through some data in the Keep, or as we now know it as the Arch Island Keep, and have uncovered the locations of a couple of facilities I'd like you to investigate. The first one is the Nexus of Technology, a research facility located at coordinates K7. It should be your primary target for now, as we believe that, in addition to any potential technology we might uncover, it contains invaluable information regarding the other facilities and Lemurian history. Yes, Lemuria. This is the name NFT gave to this project, as well as the whole region itself. Lemuria, but more on that later. Well, gee, Professor. You've really been busy down there. By the caverns, Arch Island Keep is a genuine gold mine of ancient history. In all honesty, if I don't get a heart attack now from all the excitement, I don't think I ever will. Regardless, besides Nexus of Technology, there is another location we have info on. Crimson Meadow Horticulture Center, located in H7. It's that misty red shore northeast of our camp. All these red plants seem to originate from there. But be warned, Chief told me his sect troopers encountered dangerous insectoid creatures over there. Brondon, Brondon, there is one more important piece of information I need to give you. All of these coordinates came from a dispatching console found in Arch Island Keep. On it we found traffic logs between Arch Island Keep and these other locations. Each of these has marked coordinates. Other facilities must have them as well, so if you find them in working condition, get us those coordinates. It'll help us immensely. That is all. Best of luck, Brondon. Contact me over the Navcom or in person once you've uncovered something. Oldfield out. Will do. Alright. Brondon, this is Briggs. I want you to come to my tent ASAP. It's important. Over. What is this about, sir? Come to my tent. Out. Understood. Jeez Louise. Alright, so I can't go anywhere without them harassing me. I feel like I'm obligated to go back until they give me free reins to just go out and explore. Which Oldfield kind of did. Fine, we'll head back. We'll talk to Briggs. See what he wants. I'm concerned that they're going to be under attack while I'm gone. And the only one that can hold the front line. Ugh, this is frustrating. I just want to go get that other feat and call it a day. And look at other jet ski options. Oh, look at that. I do have a bed here. And a footlocker. Brondon, I spoke with Dr. Savage about the medical supplies that were sent to Beauties. I did what I had to do. You did what you had to do. If you hadn't shown good performance, I'd kick you out of my camp in an instant. But I can't tolerate this kind of behavior either. I'm cutting your pay in half. Keep up with this behavior and you're out of here. Am I clear? You don't have the guts. Yes, sir. Good. Okay, I asked him what he didn't like about Ladleman. He's undisciplined, stubborn, and most of his traits are the exact opposite of what I desire in my sect troopers and staff in general. I'm a man who requires little sleep, yet dealing with him makes me need twice the time I usually dedicate to it. Take that as you will. That having been said, he was the most competent person to have applied to be our guide to the Black Sea, and he has qualities one could rely on, like his competence with jet skis and firearm maintenance, the latter of which earned him his post in the supply tent with Marcus, and away from trouble. Okay. Actually, I don't think I've talked to him about the other stuff yet, either. Alright, that's alright. I should probably go grab my pay from Marcus. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading his stuff. He's saying he'll keep my coins safe. So have you managed to discover anything useful in the Keep about the island's defenses? Yes, we did. The Keep gave us great insight into how the defenders organize and manage their defenses, as well as how the automated defense system functioned. You already know about the turrets, but there are plenty of other systems which are no longer operational. There's no point discussing the island's fortifications, so I'll go straight into automated defenses. The smaller statuesque plasma turrets and the larger, more powerful plasma cannons. Apparently their primary tactic was to use the smaller turrets with their higher rate of fire to deplete the energy shields of enemy ships, so the more powerful projectiles could pass through once the shields collapsed. At this stage, the turrets would target weak points or, based on their priorities, select other targets or to a limited degree complement the active protection system. There are two components to the APS, the hard kill and soft kill countermeasures. Hard kill are the ones in which missiles and other projectiles are prevented from hitting their targets belonging to the defenders, by physically intercepting and destroying them, like shooting them down with the turrets, although there were various other APS units installed. And soft kill are measures that rely on some kind of interference, like electromagnetic or acoustic, that target sensors inside the projectiles. Whatever got past the APS still had a powerful energy shield to contend with. All in all, the NFT truly had a highly advanced system, with some unique solutions. Like contemporary systems, everything could both be centrally controlled or could function autonomously. Combat statues were also a part of the system, sending and receiving their targeting information. Darn, Marky, I can understand half what you were saying. The only active protection system I use is not taking a bath. Bwahahaha. Yes. He turns to you. That's all we've managed to learn. If you haven't already, go speak to Seeger. He's recovered a log from Run 1. I think a security marine. Haven't read it yet, but I've been told it contains some information regarding the final moments from the battle. Okay, well, shoot. Let's go talk to Seeger real quick. And then we're gonna go to Camp Hathor. Next time I'm on that jet ski, we're going straight to Camp Hathor to get that other feat. He flinches and spills some of his coffee over his pants. Exit, exit, exit. Wait. He pulls down his trainers to his knees, revealing deep black underpants with overlapping columns of bright green symbols. He grabs a filthy handkerchief from his pocket and starts rubbing the stains. You scared the crap out of me. I'd say I scared the trainers off you. Funny, huh? He makes a grimace. I almost burned my bits. He pulls up his trainers. What is it, man? Could you take a look at this for me? Oh, that's an NPC. Give it here. I can extract data from these neat little devices. So if you come across more of them, bring them to me. Can they be repaired? Hardly. These things are old, but they're data storage drives. Now those things are high quality. While a lot of data does end up being unrecoverable in the end, I've had great success so far. You just bring me NPCs, and I'll put everything I managed to recover on my PC in the tent. Feel free to browse the files once I'm done. In fact, you know, there's one already there. It's from one NFT Soldier's NPCs. One NFT Soldier's NPC. There's so many acronyms. Check it out. Okay, now, let's see what we got. It's like military jargon. Acronyms, acronyms, acronyms. Done. I managed to recover some interesting stuff. Sending it to Professor Oldfield straight away. Let's see, it seems that the implant does not need that live host to function. It's neither being powered by the host, nor is a living one necessary to pass the authentication and authorization checks. Luckily for us, that appears to be the case. That's Excel right there. It probably has a battery. As for the second, either it's an oversight on NFT's part, or, I don't know, it could be something we're missing. Have you tried pulling the hand out of the glove? Huh? No, I'd rather not touch it if I don't need to. I hear you. It's extreme. Darn. Exit. Anyway, I'll, take one of the microchips from a body in the keep and figure out how the thing is working, okay? Once I've got time, I'll let you know what I've discovered. Okay. Can I talk to him about the NPC? No. Okay. Well, cool. Let's go read that, I guess, and then, maybe I can leave the Black Sea without getting harassed by somebody. Let's see. Bridges fill, rest storage depot. I need to go back down there and talk to him again, because he mentioned he's supposed to have something about the final battle. Oh no, that's the one that I already read. Never mind. Alright. Man taught himself how to use tools, how to make clothes, how to tame fire, and how to express himself through art. Man raised cities, built machines, traversed the world, rose above the clouds, conquered the sky, and invaded the beyond. Man envisioned the future and brought it to the present. Man is, without a shadow of doubt, intelligent. Sorry, Phil Bridges, personal log, LE 1310-122. When some men decide to encase a power substation unit in a heavy olive vault stone that can only be handled by a strong man or some other machinery before a technician like me can perform maintenance, one begins to question this intellectually technological evolution of mankind. Maybe it is not mankind that possesses vast, striving intellect, but only certain men. It is those men who drive civilizations forward. For when one takes a perfectly functional and reliable setter generator design, decides to decorate it as to the Lemurian style, one should perhaps apply some common sense and take practicality into consideration. Using more manageable materials, designing the unit, a man or two could open it on their own with simple tools. Because today, I had to wait for 3 hours for a strong man to finally become available so that I could begin working. 3 hours. Other corporations' takes on the unit, less visually attractive than ours. Certainly. Some are sinfully repulsive even. They're all made to be as easy to use and maintain as possible. Always be of primary concern. Even the earlier NFT designs follow this same sensible principle. Current models have a front panel which gives access to most components. But in order to reach the generator core, I need the help of a pair of inhuman hands. And when a strong man in possession of such is invaluable, wait. For 3 hours. Of course, these kinds of delays are unacceptable, yet there is nothing any one of us is able to do about it. The Lemurian style, forefront of everything, present in architecture, clothing, vehicle, and vessel design, and even the simplest items like box containers, crates, and nail clippers. Everything must be pleasing to the eye, even if it doesn't need to. It is wonderful in one sense, for art, expression, stimulus, for the human intellect and emotion, pure and limitless. Visual art of the highest kind. Exposed female breasts of the most well-endowed kind, as I've already stated. Just an expression of the human mind, male mind. Visual elements combined contribute to the perception that one is truly living in an ideal environment. Known and scientifically proven that an environment pleasing to the senses, highly positive effect on the human well-being. Until one has to perform certain kinds of tasks, that is, in which case the beauty quickly turns into beast. For longer than 3 hours, must add. Infuriating. First time I have had this happen to me. I have work to do, and a specific amount of time allotted to do it. Complications like this are not only an unneeded setback, quite distressing. Just the other day I performed repairs on the medication synthesis unit at the Nexus. Awful application of deco-centric design made me spend many frustrating hours, frustrating problems. Not the difficulty of a task that is the problem in and of itself, but it is the difficulty that could have been avoided entirely had the designer thought of something other than just appearance. However, I suppose the real truth here is that the strongmen are being transferred back and forth in order to prepare our defenses. The problems I described never occurred earlier, since strongmen here were always available. The designer made the units with servants in mind, that they would always aid us. Should he be blamed for it, which is what I am doing now? No, I should not be blaming him. Instead, I should be blaming myself for giving in under the pressure of the impending war that could quite possibly mean our doom. Okay, well that was exciting. I think that I could have easily had filled in the missing data segments if I had truly desired to. Alright, let's rock and roll. Campaign Thor, here we come. Actually, I'm curious if those other locations have been revealed on my map. No. I feel kind of obligated to go check this out. Alright, nothing over there. Alright, let's put a fusion cell in this bad boy. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I have to stop to do it? Or can I do this? Yeah, I have to stop to do it. That's a little frustrating. Hopefully I don't run out of juice before I get to where I need to go. Let's see, where is Camp Hathor at? So, yeah, if I just head south from here, I should be okay. Probably should be concerned with exploring. Alright, here we go. Let's get up here real quick so I can charge this guy. I'm gonna assume I can do it like this. No? Can I? Alright, how do I charge you? Oh, it's probably... There we go. I have to recharge. Oh, I got it figured out. Thank goodness. Alright, so I can assume that... There's actually some areas to explore here. That's interesting. Well, not that there's anything actually here. So I can't just keep going south? Come on now, don't be like that. So I guess east would be the way I need to go. Nothing on the island, no reason to stop. I guess it's there so if you need to charge your jet ski. Yeah, I'm glad someone told me about the feat, because I was going to wait to explore the waterways in UnderRail until after I finish Expedition DLC. There'll be an episode or two dedicated to just exploring the waterways, which it doesn't look like there's a lot going on so far. We're approaching Camp Hathor. A jet skier. What's up, buddy? I like that, I like that. It's a nice touch. Alright, well, we're near Camp Hathor. Let's, I guess, head south again. Then what we'll do is we'll go east and then north and north. That'll be all the tiles near Camp Hathor, I think. Or Hathor. I'm pretty sure it's Hathor, though. It sounds much cooler, which I think I've discussed already. I was gonna hop off and charge up real quick. Oh, oops, I meant to go east down there. Oh, we'll go east here. Forgot what I was doing. What my plan was. Maybe it's this guy. A sinewy character sleeps in his scrappy jet, his helmet down over his eyes, his legs up on his hood, and his spear resting between his crossed feet, its shaft lodged just underneath his right arm in an unusual metal flange, secured to his vest with improvised metal tabs. Snore. Poke him. Huh? He raises his helmet and looks at you over his shades. What do you want? I notice you have some sort of a rest for your spear just below your arm. I was wondering how it's used. He lifts his shades and looks at the object of your inquiry, then back at you. What? The spear rest, man. That metal flange you got on your vest. It's for Naval Jousting. When them freelooters or pirates want a piece of me, I just charge them full throttle and skewer them. Naval Jousting. He pushes the shaft against the flange. This little thingy helps couch the spear and make it a bit easier on the arm and shoulder. He pulls the helmet back down but doesn't fall asleep yet. What's with the spear anyway? What are you hunting with it? He points to fish nets on the side of the jet. Find a good place, turn off the engine, throw some bait, rest, spear. Why not simply use a fishing rod? Because. He pulls the helmet back down but doesn't fall asleep yet. Can you teach me naval jousting? What? Leave me alone already. I'll pay you. He raises his helmet and looks at you. Sharon's? I mean, if you'd like another currency. He shakes his head. Sharon's. You got any naval combat experience? Yes, I do. I can teach you some naval jousting for 150. I'd like to learn naval jousting. Oh, and it requires melee. Cool. He observes you for a bit. How good are you with a spear anyway? I'm good. Assume a combat stance and do a few moves. He nods. Form looks proper. Alright. 150. Here, give 150 Stygian coins. He slowly rises from his jet, yawns, stretches, rubs his stomach, looks around a bit, then looks at you. Darn, haven't run anyone through in a while. What are you waiting for? Go get your jet and let's get this over with. Do as the man says. Sorry, my cat is making noise in the background. As is tradition. As soon as you return, he settles into his seat like a ragdoll. There you go. Now, some rest before... He yawns and lowers his helmet over his eyes. Get some rest. Bye. He pulls his helmet down and resettles into his seat. Alright, so this feat does what? Naval Jousting. Increases damage to spears and riding jet skis by 30%. This feat was acquired outside leveling. Alright, let's hop off and explore this area real quick. I'm actually not going to talk to these guys. You know what? Might save it for next episode. There's areas to actually explore here. This is interesting. Don't go too far south. Rat hounds down there. Okay. Fireplace. The fire is getting low. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, I think we'll explore this little island, since we're already here. And then, we'll head back towards the Expedition DLC. I'm not going to explore any more of the waterways until after we're done with the Expedition. Unless I go to Core City, which is all the way over there. It's a lot of water here. I'm assuming this is all waterways. Gosh darn. Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.